I'm live. I did it. Here I am. Hi, everybody. Got my iced coffee. I got my notification on my watch that something happened. Oh, hang out with JD as he unboxes this week's comics. I should watch that when I'm done doing it. Hello. Oh, it's another notification. YouTube, now live on your channel. Thanks, YouTube. Notification telling me about my own business. What's up, y'all? I'm here. Hey, guy. Hi, Cody Lev. What's up, my friend? I'm here to show you all of the new books. I'm gesturing to nothing. The new books, which will be here to show you in a second. Should I start with the comics or should I start with the big stuff? Jeez. I'm going to start with the comics. I'm going to start with DC Comics. They did not send me an invoice, so I have to look on my screen here to count the books. So I will do that. All right. Here's the DC books. Who's that guy? Who's this? What am I looking at? The Great Debate. Sure. No idea. The biggest disputes in the multiverse. I don't know. Ha! All right. I dropped my hat. There we go. First up, Action Comics, Superman Action Comics. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Action Comics, The House of Kent, Chapter 2. This is action number 1023. Oh, snap. He's in trouble. The red clouds got him. I do like this, though. If you just look at the bottom, you can see that it says Superhero of the Year right in front of him getting his ass handed to him. Superhero of the Year. Getting toe up. I thought that was funny. So let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of the main cover. And then 3. Oh, am I missing one? Am I missing an Action Comics variant cover? What the hell? What kind of shenanigans? Well, I'll have to mark that off and hope I find it later. Hello, everyone. Hi, Sam David. How's it going? Stop falling over, books. No one wants this from you. All right. Action variant missing ×1. So, yeah, let me know if there's anything in this pile, anything that I do today that you want. Let me know. Stop moving. The books just keep sliding, and I have to catch them. All right, so that's that. This is done. We did it. Next up is nope. Amethyst #4 by Amy Reeder. This has been a fun series. If you like, it's sort of an all ages. Well, not all ages, but maybe just like 12 and up, I guess. This is a pretty cute series. Amethyst, you will find her currently in the Brian Michael Bendis Young Justice series, which is awesome. That Young Justice series is dope. And this is her solo adventure at home on the world she lives in, Gem World. So I got one of those. Is that correct? Yes. All right, Batgirl is up next. So the Joker War is beginning. And so there have been a couple of Road to Joker Wars, and then the Joker War, which comes out tomorrow, and Joker War Collateral Damage. So at the tops of the DC books that are involved, it'll either say Road to Joker War, or Joker War, or Collateral Damage. And this, Batgirl, is Collateral Damage. If you have any idea what happened between the Joker and the Batgirl, Babs, this is spooky. Yeah, Collateral Damage. There you go. And this is actually drawn by what's his nuts, who was one of the co-creators of Spider-Gwen, Robbie Rodriguez. But this art style that he's using here is way more visually appealing to me than the Spider-Girl stuff was. I really like the color schemes of everything that was going on in Spider-Girl. You know, Spider-Gwen. But I think this one works a little better. I found that a little loose. The Spider-Gwen stuff was a little loose for me, and this is much tighter. And so there's two different covers. You've got this one by Giuseppe Camuncoli, who's one of my favorite. He's kind of a strange comic artist as far as stylistically. He's more, I think, appropriate for things like Hellblazer, which he was doing for a while. But he was also doing Amazing Spider-Man and was great at that. And this is a variant cover by Terry and Rachel Dodson. So, got a bunch of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's see. I got 4 and 4. Got it. Perfect. Actually, I remember what happened to that Action variant, that Action Comics variant, so that's not actually missing. Noel has it. That son of a bee. Christopher Goodnight, show me that sexy Chew cover. Oh, is this just DC books? For now, yes, this is the beginning, and this is the DC portion. Hi, Callie Grace. Ooh, we got a lot of Batman. Now, this is the Joker War Part 1. Big deal. Big book this week. Everyone's asking about it. Batman number 95 by James Tynion IV and Jorge Jimenez, who was previously drawing the hell out of Justice League, and now he's drawing the hell out of Batman. I already read this. It's great. I got these books like 4 days ago. And Noel and I later on will be doing some spoiler-free Thunder rounds for both Batman and Batgirl, because we already read them. And what's the point of getting books early if you don't read and talk about them ahead of time? But we're not going to spoil them. We're just going to discuss whether or not we enjoyed them, which I know you're just dying to find out. All right. Oh, that didn't show you the secondary cover. Whoop. Oh, that poor little bat. Look at the bat. Oh, he's on fire. Oh, like a bat out of hell. But I don't know. It's supposed to be badass, but it makes me a little sad. That poor bat's on fire. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of the variant. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of the regular. Is that correct? Batman and Batman. Yes. Yes, it is. I fell into a burning ring of fire. All right. Next up, I'll tell you, it's Batman Beyond. Icy Alliance with Damian Wayne by Dan Jurgens and Paul Pelletier. Ooh. My friend Andrew Good did not realize that there was a current Batman Beyond series. And so he was like, get me all of them. Catch me up, son. So I got to get him 44 issues of Batman Beyond. Also, oh man, this looks pretty cool. What do you got? An old Nightwing? You got an old Damian? I'm not even sure who this Batman Beyond is. Is it still Terry McGinnis? I don't know. Shoot, maybe I should be reading this. Oh, who's that? Ooh, look at this Batwoman. Snap. I need to be maybe reading some Batman Beyond. I like these costume designs. I'm always a sucker for future stories as well. Anyway, I'm sorry. I get distracted so easily. Batman Beyond, one of. Bam. All right. How are things with you guys? I wonder aloud, hoping for a response. Books of Magic number 21. 2 copies. Part of the Sandman universe. I like the spooky cover, but I don't read it. I mean, I haven't finished the Sandman series, so how am I to be expected to read new Sandman books if I haven't read the Sandman books from 20-something years ago? I'm just kidding. Batman Detective Comics. See, Journey to Joker War. So this is still the Journey, but then the Joker War is also happening, and then the collateral damage of the Joker War is already happening. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 regular covers. The dual. The dual. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the Lee Bermejo secondary cover. Ooh. Oh, he got punched. Joker, why are you so mean? That's why you get punched, boy. Detective Comics, Brad Walker, and Lee Bermejo, 6 and 7. 6, yes. I'm doing okay, says Callie Grace. Having a weird vibe this Monday, but I'm here. Callie Grace, I'm sorry. Sushan woken up. Sushan woke up having a not great morning too. But then I got us some breakfast sandwiches. Well, bagels and cream cheese. She felt a little bit better. All right, The Flash is up next. Now, I'm supposed to have 6 and 6. So here's the Flash number 758. We missed you, Dad. The Terror of the Tornado Twins. So for those who don't remember, Barry Allen has children in the future, and they become the Tornado Twins. And it looks like they're back to cause some havoc. I as big of a Flash fan as I am, I only dip in periodically to this book when it looks interesting because I'm not a Barry Allen fan. I like the Flash. I like all the Flashes except for Barry Allen. I don't know what it is. Although I like him on the TV show. He's cute on the TV show. All right, so 2, 4, 6 of the regular cover. And then how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the secondary cover. Weep. Done. Got it. Afternoon, says Hal2814. It's hot as hell here in Chattanooga. I'm waiting on the Joker War to actually start to read it. Ugh. It's tomorrow, buddy. If you're just joining us, I don't know if you saw, there's Batgirl, which is Collateral Damage. There's Joker War Part 1, which is the Batman issue. And Detective Comics, which is Road to Joker War. So you got a bunch to read. Justice League Dark. How many copies of this am I supposed to have? Well, I'll tell you. It's 3. So I have 3, and we got Zatanna on the cover. By, I believe this is, oh gosh, what's his name? Paquette. Is this Paquette? Who was doing the Swamp? Ooh, who's doing the interiors on this? Amansi Nahupan. Nahupan? Amanke Nahupan. Amanke Nahupan. This is the first thing you open up to. Which made me go, ooh. That is a lovely splash page. I mean, it looks painful. Anthony, is anyone else just waiting for Williamson's run to be over? Me, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's not. I don't know, though. I keep trying Barry Allen stories, and I keep not giving a hoot. A honk. I don't give a honk. Little Lonely Island reference there. Zatanna will resurrect her father no matter the cost. 3 of those. Yeah, I saw that someone's taken over. Anthony, I forget who it was, but I just recently saw on one of the news sites that someone's, Williamson's leaving and someone's taking over. But I think it's someone I don't recognize. It's a name I don't know. Cool. I have Batman issues 95 to 100 on my pool list for Joker War. Nice. Justin says, can you put aside Road to Joker War, and Batgirl Joker War tie-in if possible? Justin, should I put all of Joker War on your subscriptions? I'm assuming that means yes, since you asked for all of them just now. But I just want to double check before I make my note. While you're answering that question, I will show you that Shazam number 13 comes out by Jeff Johns and Dale Eaglesham. Mr. Mind Strikes Back. I haven't read a single issue of Shazam, despite loving the movie. If you haven't seen the Shazam movie, properly pronounced Shazam, I don't know if you know that. Little tip, little life hack. His name is Shazam. But when it is collected in a trade, I will probably go back and read it. I really like Jeff Johns for the most part. And I'll tell you what, that Jeff Johns Stargirl TV show on the CW or the whatever that channel's called, I watch it on the DC Universe app. Boy, is that good. Oh my God. It's got Amy Smart and that guy whose name I forget. It's got some people in it is what I'm saying. But the one that really sticks out to me is Amy Smart because I used to love her. Melissa Gums. Hey, Melly G. Hi, how's it going? And Justin says, yes, please. All right. So all of Joker War for Yustin. Boop, boop. All. I circled all. So I knew I mean business. All right. It looks, Joker, Harley, Criminal Sanity, Secret Files, Black Label. I believe this is a one-shot with a cover by David Mack of Kabuki fame. Ooh, pretty watercolors. What was it my art teacher used to say? Everyone is an artist. While I disagree, in my case, she was right. It says on the back. I haven't read Criminal Sanity, so I don't really know much about this. I'm worried, says Hal, that when Stargirl goes to the CW, the budget will go down and it won't be as good as it is now. Yep. Boy, they sure are shooting themselves in the foot with that DC Universe app, aren't they? Stargirl is on the DC Universe app, but then like the next day it goes to CW. And they already canceled Swamp Thing, which is a sin because that book, that show was great. Doom Patrol is also on HBO Max. And what's the other one? Titans. I don't even know what's going on with Titans. Titans is all they got left, really. 2, 4, 6, 8 Joker Harley Criminal Sanities. Is that correct? Yes. Also, they sent me some posters, which I will show you. Let's see. Oh, deceased, dead planet. The end of the world was just the beginning. So if anyone wants that, let me know. Now these are cute. Maintain social distancing. Stay 6 feet apart. Pretty cute. And then another one, similarly themed, but with Superman and Wonder Woman. Pretty cute. All right, so that is the DC stuff. Ugh. Now we got other stuff. So much other stuff. Including this Helsing leather hardcover volume. It's manga. You won't find a better horror series on the market today, says Anime News Network. So they were doing so well with the Berserk series in these nice hardcovers that they're doing some other ones, including Helsing. And I also ordered in, which hasn't shown up yet. It's got a little cross on it. You can't see it. It's like an embossed cross, encrossed. What was the other one? Blade of the Immortal. I ordered one of those in, and I'll probably get that for me because I like Blade of the Immortal. Josh Yoder says, I could totally use that social distance posters in my classroom if you aren't going to use them in the store. Sure. I mean, I might use one of them, but I will give you the other one. Josh Yoder. Social distance poster. Bam. All right, so Helsing. I have one of those. What is all this? What am I looking at? Oh, damn. These are all the ones I can return. I'll look at that later. There we go. Helsing Deluxe Edition hardcover, Volume 1, $50, marked off. All right. So they sent me some more free Comic Book Day one-shots, including one from Valiant for Bloodshot. The Year of Heroes, Valiant 2020. Also including Exo Manowar. Now, I don't know if you guys ever read any of the stuff from Valiant, but the stuff that they released a while ago, like Bloodshot was awesome. Quantum and Woody was great. Faith, I like Faith. She was real cute. I liked her a lot. Anyway, these are all free. So if you want a Bloodshot free boy, let me know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Can you guys hear me all right, by the way? Should I put my mic closer? Bloodshot. I guess it's under Free Comic Book Day. Yeah, Free Comic Book Day, Valiant, 10 and 10. Done. Put these over here. All right. I got a reprint of Adventure Man #1 by Matt Fraction and the Dodsons, which is a very cute series. I like this a lot. Basically, I've read the first 2 issues. Oh, I can hear you. Thank you, Matthew Feldman. Adventure Man is a story about a fictional group of characters who are the characters in a series of pulp novels, superhero pulp novels. And the kid who reads these and his mom in the real world start to see things from the fictional novel bleeding over into reality. And it's pretty cool. And it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. If you like Matt Fraction and the Dodsons, it's a no-brainer. But yeah, I think this is one of those ones that's kind of flying under the radar. No one's really talking about it, but it's fun. I like it. So I got #1 in case anyone wants to try that ish. I got to find a discard pile. There we go. Discard pile. Oh, also, I'm a sucker for Vespas, and that's kind of cute too. She's got a Vespa. I myself have a Vespa. Did you get any other new manga in, not including the Helsing you just showed? Not this week. I have a bunch of manga over there, but nothing new this week. If there's something you're looking for, let me know. Maybe I could get it and send it to you. All right. Angel and Spike, part of the Buffyverse. Ring of Fire. Oh, my God. I don't know if you heard me. I was just now humming Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. That's kind of neat. I fell into a burning man. All right, 3 of those. Billionaire Island, 1 copy of that for Noel. He does love his Mark Russell comics. Billionaire Island, 1 of those. Bliss, which I don't remember what this is. Sean Lewis and Caitlin Yarsky, #1 from Image. I got it on a lark, just to, I guess maybe because it looked cool. Whatever I read about it looked interesting. So I ordered in 1 copy of #1. Let's see. What can I tell you about it? Nothing. I can tell you nothing. There's nothing on the back to tell you anything. And the first page just has the creative team. So I got nothing. Except for the main character looks like Lin-Manuel Miranda a little bit. Which I guess you can see right there. Little Miranda-y, don't you think? You're damn right that's mine, Billionaire Island. Everyone should read Mark Russell. You know what you should do, Noel? Order 4 copies of every Mark Russell book and then just give them to people. I had a customer at an old comic shop I used to work at that I didn't own. And he would come in and he would buy stacks of comics. And he would read them. And then wherever he was, he would just leave the books. He would read them on the bus. He used, public transportation all the time. And he would read them on the bus and just leave a stack of comics there. Not to litter, but so that other people would have free comic books, which I thought was kind of cool. He does look like Lynn, told you. Let's do Flintstones for book club, says Noel. Bring it up at book club, Noel, and we will vote on it. I'm into that. I read the first issue, the first couple, maybe the first 2 issues, and I found it pretty interesting. Flintstones. Or not order 4 issues to give out. I'm too selfish for that. Kanto, no idea. Kanto and the Clockwork Fairies. I have a subscriber to this, and I don't know what it is. I just can't keep up with every single release, I tell you. Although, kind of cute. It looks like a little mini knight. I haven't been marking these off. Kanto 1, Bliss 1. Chew! There you go. Christopher St. Salty Goodnight was asking for the Chew cover. I got 1 copy of this. I don't know if anyone remembers CHEW Chew was the previous series where there was a detective named John Chew, I believe, and he was he had a supernatural ability where some people, if they touch a thing, they can tell the full history of it just through physical contact. This gentleman, Detective Chew, as in to chew, was he could eat. He had to eat something, and then he could experience the whole thing. So, as a police detective solving murders, it could get pretty gross, I assume. Back when we still had office hours, I would bring stacks and stacks of floppies to work for coworkers and their kids. Aw, see, that's what I'm saying. There you go. It's adorable. Chew, #1, one of. So I don't know who this is. Is this Chew's sister or something? The first course, part 1 of 5, written and lettered by John Layman. Characters created by John Layman and Dan Boltwood. So yeah, it's a sequel to Chew, but I'm not sure what it has to... Oh, hey, Noel, since you're watching, crossover, Donnie Cates, Jeff Shaw, Dee Caniff, and John Hill. Crossover, ellipses. I wonder what that is. Donnie Cates and Jeff Shaw, is it another God Country book? I don't know. Huh. Oh, I see. Okay, so it looks like what's happening is Chew is the sister of John Chew. One's a cop, one's a criminal. The plot thickens. Everyone tells me to read the original Chew, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. George R.R. Martin's Clash of Kings. So they're still doing the comics for the Game of Thrones series. One of that for George Albany or James Wolfington, I forget. Look at this Daredevil cover. When I show it to you, look in a second when I put it to the screen by Marco Cicchetto. That is a dynamic cover. I like that a lot. I like Marco Cicchetto very much. He is great. Oh, and he's doing the interiors. Look at that. And it's written by Chip Zdarsky. Zdarsky. This is the number. This is Jumping On Point. Truth and Dare, Part 1. Daredevil is in custody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of DD. Oh, which reminds me of Daredevil. There was I forget who had written it, but it was several years ago. And in the background of one of the panels in a Daredevil comic, I don't know if it was the Mark Waid one or what, but someone was wearing a shirt that said, "Don't worry, be wary," which I just laughed so hard at that. It's so dumb, but I feel it. I feel it in my bones. So ask your grandkids or ask your grandparents who sang "Don't Worry, Be Happy." It was Bobby McFerrin. It was a very popular song on the radio like 25 years ago. "Don't worry, be happy." And so this is a reference not only to a comic book from many years ago, but it's also a reference to a song from like 25 years ago. So I'm nothing if not topical. Daredevil, done. Death or Glory, got one copy of this. Issue 11. Oh, The Thrilling Conclusion by Rick Remender and Bengal. It's time for me to finally read this now that it's over. I like Bengal very much. And I like Rick Remender. Remender? What do you guys say? Remender or Remender? Death or Glory. One of those for Cody. Boop. Decorum by John Hickman and Mike Huddleston. What the hell is this cover? Someone's trying to get in. But even though the sign says closed. Decorum. 2, 4, 6, 7. And they're still staring. I'll be back. Hi guys. Are you open? No. Oh, okay. That's okay. I'm here, so you can come in if you want. Is there anything you want?
Yeah, I was actually here a couple weeks ago asking about the Legend of Korra board game. I
Oh,
don't know if you got that in yet.
I'm still waiting for it to arrive. I ordered it. I'm still just waiting on it. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. We were happen to be walking past, so
Yeah.
figured I'd check in.
I'll let you know as soon as it gets here.
Okay.
No
worries.
I wish,
No,
yeah,
not in a rush.
slow moving because of everything.
When you pick it up, can you get me that America Runs on Empire sticker?
Oh, that one?
How much? Stop.
Okay.
Are you serious? Thank you so
Oh,
much.
sure. No worries.
All right.
Okay,
Have a good one.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
I can't wait for it.
I fell into a burning mire. I'm back. All right, Decorum 2, 4, 6, 7 Decorums. It's a weird ass book, y'all. It's interesting because it's John Hickman, but it's weird. I still don't know what it's really about, to be honest. Back when we said Matthew, can you order me a chew? I mean, I could, but I could just give you the one that I have here. So I'm just going to do that. Where is the page that I've been writing on? Too many pages. Oh, here we go. So chew for Matthew Feldman. I'm pretty sure that's not for anybody. I'll double check. I don't think it's for a subscriber. If it is for a subscriber, I will order you a copy. And if it is not for a subscriber, it's yours. Jimmy says, I say Remender, like Remender, but no idea if it's correct, haha. Smart ass. Samuel David. Awesome customer service. Are you making fun of me? They had previously ordered a Legend of Korra pro bending board game. And I'm still waiting for it to show up. Die. Number 12. You got 6 of those. By Karen Gillan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Die, if you don't know, has multiple entendre. So there's Die, like you roll a die because it's a D&D related comic book. It's a role-playing related comic book, right? Tabletop. Where they all used to play this game as children, and then somehow one of the kids created the world, somehow magically created the actual D&D campaign that they were playing, and then they got sucked into the game. And then they were gone for a while, and they all returned, minus one person, and they grew up, and they all reconvene, and they get sucked back into the game. I guess think Jumanji, in order to go find their friend who was lost. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, die as in to cast a die, and then also murder, death, destruction. 2, 4, 6. Yes. And it's written by the same guy who did who wrote Wicked and Divine and Young Avengers with Jamie McKelvey. Also, another big release, Empire number 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 copies of Empire number 2. The cover by Jimmy Chung. Oh, he's so good. I love him. I'm glad he's doing all the covers. And then it's written by Al Ewing and Dan Slott with art by Valerio Sheedy. And this has been pretty good. This has been pretty. I didn't expect to enjoy this because I don't care about Marvel Cosmic. I don't care about the Skrulls, and I don't care about the Kree, and I certainly don't care about the Katati. And yet here we are. I'm engaged. I'm enjoying it. I think it's good stuff. So we got 14 of the regular cover, and then we got one of the variant cover with art by Humberto Ramos, or someone who really likes Humberto Ramos. I'm pretty sure this is him. Yep, there's his name. There it is. All right, so we got one of those. Oh, I see the secret variant. It's a secret. I don't know why it's a secret. I guess the cat's out of the bag. So not only is regular Empire number two coming out today or tomorrow, there's also the Avengers tie-in, Empire Avengers number 1, with art by a cover that looks like Steve McNiven, I'm assuming. Written by Jim Zub with Carlos Magno on the artwork. And then on top of that, we also have Lords of Empire, Emperor Hulkling. And this is by Chip Zdarsky as well. With art by Manuel Garcia. So Hulkling was one of the Young Avengers, and he is being used right now by both the Kree and the Skrull because they have elected him the Emperor, and he has brought together both the Kree and the Skrull in order to fight the Katati. So yeah, and in the first issue, Thor goes to bring down the hammer, as they say, and he stops Mjolnir with the sword. So I'm curious to know more about this sword. And then also another tie-in is Empire X-Men. By John Hickman? Are you kidding me? Is this actually by John Hickman? What the shit? Oh, you made me go. Oh, come on. Where's the credits? What are you doing? I hate that. They move the credits around. And they're just not you're just not gonna tell me? Is that what's happening? You're just not. There's no. What's happening? How is there no page that tells me the writer and the artist and all of the other stuff? How you guys doing? I'm still looking. I'm just going to keep looking until I find this page because now I have to. Here we go. Right in the middle of the book. Empire X-Men. Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, the pretender who with her magic decimated the mutant population and who now seeks to do right by those she wronged. Jonathan Hickman and Teenie Howard are the writers and Matteo Buffagni is the artist. Empire X-Men. Boop. Boop. So that's kind of neat. If you're enjoying Empire, there is plenty to read this week. I forgot to count them. 2, 4, 5 Empire X-Men. Boop. 2, 4, 6 Empire Avengers. Oh, and then Lords of Empire, which is further down the alphabet. 5 of those. 2, 4, 5. Yes! And that's the end of that stack. Next stack. Oh, jeez. Joel Bradshaw says, I'm excited about the Emperor Hulkling one-shot. Nice. Tell me why, Joel. Why are you excited about the Emperor Hulkling one-shot? Is it because you're a fan of Hulkling? Is it because he is one of the Young Avengers? Were you a Young Avengers fan? Or are you just enjoying Empire so much that you're excited about all the releases? Faithless number 2. So I don't know if you guys remember, if you tuned in last week when I was doing my unboxing video, there was an issue of Faithless 2, the sequel to Faithless 1. And normally when they package the variant covers, which are erotic in nature, they don't show it, right? They've got the front. They put this thing on the front, which is not connected to the comic book. Here specifically so that you do not see the pornographic image. Pornographic, I don't know, erotic image. But with the last issue, if you turned it around, the whole graphic was right there. It was, you could just turn it around and you could see penetration. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then this week I got a message from them saying, hey, we noticed what we did with the penetration. So destroy all those copies and we'll send you new ones. So if you got one of the ones featuring the back penetration, maybe it's worth money now. I don't know. They're going to send me new copies where you can't see the penetration. So I got another copy of Faithless 2 number 1. In case you want to start reading the series, it is here for you. And also it's erotic. Like the Madonna song. By Chris Anka is the artist. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Complete Silence is the name of the issue from IDW. And one of the things in my childhood that you may or may not know was that the original G.I. Joe comic book series by Larry Hama was one of the things that got me into reading comic books monthly. The fact that it was a series of action figures, and then Larry Hama had to take those action figures and give all those characters like personalities and backgrounds and all these interweaving sort of stories, I thought was really cool. And one of the other really cool things that I had never seen before was there was an entirely silent issue of G.I. Joe where I think Scarlet had been kidnapped and Snake Eyes, he makes it his mission, and Snake Eyes is a silent character. He doesn't speak. He's always silent. And so it's his job to go to the Cobra Fortress and rescue Scarlet. I believe it was Scarlet. And of course, he has to fight his way through everybody and blah, blah, blah. But there's no words in the whole issue. It's completely silent. And even as a kid, I was like, You could do that? You can just make a comic book with no words and you just rely on the artist to tell the story entirely? Holy cats. Thought it was so cool. Anyway, that brings us to Complete Silence, this issue, which, to my delight, shows you it is a reprint of that issue. And then on top of that reprint, well, not on top of it, after that reprint, it'd be weird if it was printed on top of the reprint, there's an all-new silent issue. So there's no words in this entire 2 issues. I think that is so neat. Now, the current artist is not as strong as the original artist. But yeah, very, very cool. G.I. Joe, I got 1 copy of that. JD, where is your posture brace? He says. Thank you for reminding me, Anthony. There we go. I'll tell you, I think you're only supposed to wear this for like a half hour at a time. And a couple weeks ago, I wore it for 4 hours. And the next day, I was in so much pain. The back, I don't know if it was related to this. It could have been I just moved in the wrong way because I'm 42. And if I just sneeze wrong, shit goes bad. But what happened was my back muscles hurt so much that I woke up the next morning, or maybe even 2 mornings after that, and I was in so much pain that inhaling hurt. It was constricting my breathing because the muscles were right, I guess, where my lungs are, next to my lungs, my wings. And it hurt so bad that I was like, I can't breathe. Do I have COVID? Is this a COVID thing? Like, is this what they mean by breathing trouble? And I looked, of course, I started Googling and WebMDing, which you should never do. And I was like, oh no, I got COVID. And one of the things is like shortness of breath, and I'm having trouble breathing. And another is like back pain. Oh, I got back pain. I had all these things. I was like, oh no. I was fine. It was just my back hurt. So tip, maybe don't wear it for too long because then your back muscles will flip out. Joel says, fan of the Hulkling character, one of the writers also wrote the Wiccan short in the War Scrolls tie-in for War of the Realms. I did not know that. Justin says, oh man, if I knew that, I wouldn't have taken mine out of the plastic. Aha. All right, so G.I. Joe. One of those. Bam. All right, so there's a new #1 coming out tomorrow. Anybody who is a fan of the Green Hornet will be delighted. Green Hornet #1 by Scott Lobdell. And he's stealing somebody's babies. I don't know why you would do that, Green Hornet. That's so rude. I guess he just saw a baby and was like, all right, he's mine now. I need a sidekick. I'm going to steal your baby. And if you try to take it from me, I will shoot you. Don't try to steal this baby back from me that I've thefted. Written by Scott Lobdell, Anthony Marquez, and inks by Jay Bone. I like Jay Bone. It definitely has a Jay Bone feel. So if you like Jay Bone, or if you like Darwin Cook, and you like the Green Hornet, this may be right up your alley. I'll probably give this a once over. I like the look of this. And it's got a cover by Lee Weeks, who is an absolute effing master. I'm making fun of the cover just because I thought it'd be funny to say he was stealing a baby, but I am a huge, huge fan of Lee Weeks. And he's very sweet. If you meet him at a convention, he will do card tricks for you, like magic tricks. All right, so Green Hornet, 2 of those. WebMD will always tell you the worst possibilities. Yes, it will. Hellions #2, which is part of the John Hickman X book series. The first issue came out before COVID, and now we're finally getting around to a second issue with some good-looking art. Huh. It looks like somebody who likes what's that other X-Men artist? He did Secret Invasion. I always mispronounce his name, and Noel has to repronounce it for me. But this is by Zeb Wells and Steven Segovia. But yeah, it's pretty solid looking artwork. I will show you. Here we go. What is that guy's name? Who is this? This artwork looks a lot like that other artist. Hellions #2. 2, 4, 5 copies of that. Middle West #1 by Scott, or number 18, not #1, number 18 by Scotty Young. Is a fun fantasy book that also is a story about child abuse. It's about abusive fathers and anger issues and all sorts of stuff. Monstrous. 2, 4, 6, 8 copies of number 29. That is correct. Look at that artwork. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm into it. Very beautiful fantasy series. It's dense, so it's a full meal. Every issue is a full meal. It's very good. Did I mark that off? Yes. Speaking of John Hickman's X-Men books, New Mutants, number 11. Pool party, y'all. Wait, what? Wait a second. It's a pool party, but it's also a vortex, but it's also a lollipop. What? All of my expectations are being thwarted. 2, 4, 6, 7 copies of New Mutants. Next up, Nomen Omen by Mark Babucci and Jacopo Camagni. Look at this. Look at that cover. It's a magic book. It's about a girl with color blindness, but also magic. So part of the book is in black and white with splashes of color, which I don't think I should have showed you some of that page. Oh, no, you're okay. There was some nudity on a different page. So we're okay. We're good. Okay. Whew. But yeah, most of it is black and white with a little bit of color here and there. Nomen Omen, number 7. Next up, for your Power Rangers fans, there's a new Power Ranger book. Power Rangers Ranger Slayer #1 from Boom Studios, my 4th favorite publisher, Marvel and DC, and then Image, and then Boom. And you got a nice cover by Dan Mora, the Ranger Slayer. I wish I liked the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because I'm hearing very, very, very good things about this series. And Dan Mora did the interiors. Get out of here. Ugh. God dang it. Oh, he's so good. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 3 covers. Oh, so there's a variant cover, by the way. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. I hope that wasn't too loud. A Dan Mora variant cover. Is that Rita Repulsa? I don't know. I only know the name of one villain, and it's Rita Repulsa. And I don't even know if that's correct. Is it Rita Repulsar? Repulsa? Repulsi? Variant. Oh, that's a foil variant. Oh, yeah. Both covers are by Dan Mora. Duh. So I got 3 covers of one and 1 cover of the other. 3 and 1. Oh, this is called a thank you variant. You know what, Boom Studios? You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Nobody's calling out books. Normally I have a bunch of notes here with people being like, give me that book, give me that book. Nothing? Are you guys asleep? What's going on? Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know why I sounded so angry about Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. I hope you're happy. Sonic. Ooh. Amazing Spider-Man. Sins Rising Prelude one shot. Now, you may ask me, Jadles, why have they done this? Why have they created a one shot, which is a prelude for the Amazing Spider-Man, instead of just putting it as another issue in Amazing Spider-Man? Why would they do this? And my answer is, I don't know. I don't know why they've done this. I can't believe you've done this. I don't know why. And then next is number 45, Sins Rising Part 1. I guess the story is just too big. And they had to, ooh. So anybody who doesn't know, oh, hi, Callie, you're here lurking while working. You work a lurker. So there was a storyline way back in the day. And this character, the Sin Eater, was going around shooting people. Right, and so a Sin Eater is a legend, right? A Sin Eater is someone who cleanses people by eating their sins. They take their sins into themselves, and they extract those sins from you so that you can, I guess, go to heaven or something. They're called Sin Eaters. And so this character was calling himself the Sin Eater, and he was going around moitorizing people. And this actually ties in, believe it or not, to the origin of Venom, which I thought was very cool. So there was its own series, and then there was also, I believe it was called The Death of Captain DeWolf, who was a secondary character who was on the police force, and her and Spider-Man had kind of a bit of a antagonistic relationship, and then eventually they become friends, you know, as much friends as you can be with a full face mask on. It's not like she ever knew he was Peter Parker. And anyway, it was called The Death of Captain DeWolf, or Jean DeWolf, and it was all part of the Sin Eater series. So Eddie Brock, who later on becomes Venom, this is back when he was just a reporter, he got some bad intel on who the actual Sin Eater was, right? So he published a story without verifying the facts, and the wrong person was accused of being the Sin Eater, and he got it wrong. And eventually, because Spider-Man tracked down the real Sin Eater, Eddie Brock lost his career. That's what happened to Eddie and his reporting days, is he was like super famous for revealing who the Sin Eater was, and then everyone found out that it was false, it was a hoax. So then he was discredited, and that's why Eddie Brock originally hated Spider-Man, because he blamed Spider-Man for ruining his career for revealing the truth. So classic case of just not accepting responsibility for your own actions and blaming someone else. And so that's why Eddie Brock eventually, when he bonds with the symbiote, they both hate Spider-Man and they go to kill Spidey. So anyway, long story short, too late. They are revisiting this with Sins Rising, and it's going to be in the regular Amazing Spider-Man series, and then it starts here in this one shot. So I'm curious to see what this has to do with the Sin Eater story and Jean DeWolf and all that other stuff. So I'm definitely going to check this out. I wonder, is it like the son? It can't be the son of the Sin Eater, because that would make Spider-Man 50. That's probably not right. Anyway, there's 2 covers. There's the regular cover by Ryan Ottley, who I absolutely love. I adore Ryan Ottley's artwork. And there is this alternate cover. Very cool. With him, Spidey, hanging out on what looks to be the Statue of Liberty, I'm assuming. And this looks like a Kare Andrews cover. If I had to guess, I would say Kare Andrews. Nope, I'm wrong. It's Boss Logic. I don't know any other Boss Logic variant covers. This might be his first variant cover, so that's kind of cool. He's the guy who does a lot of like movie posters, like Photoshop movie posters and stuff. Very popular on Twitter and what have you. So Amazing Spider-Man. Did I count these? No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and one variant. Boop and boop. Done. Oh, Adventure Man. There we go. Next up, Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, number 2. My favorite new character created just for the comic books. She was part of the Darth Vader series that started many years ago, 5 years ago, whatever it was. Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, 2 of those. And because so many people love this, I went ahead and ordered another number 1 reprint of The Rise of Kylo Ren. Everyone's talking about this book. I got to read it. I read the first issue, and you finally find out what the Ren is. You know, Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren. This is where they reveal what Ren means. And I'm not going to spoil it. Boop. One of those. Next up, another reprint for Strange Academy number 1. This is basically Hogwarts in the Marvel Universe. So you have a bunch of different magical kids being taught at a magical school by a bunch of magicians. My favorite new character is Doyle Dormammu. Anybody who knows Doctor Strange knows Dormammu is sort of this like extra dimensional hell creature, and I guess he has a kid named Doyle. This has been a lot of fun. There's only 2 issues out so far, and it's drawn by Humberto Ramos, and the writing is by Scotty Young. So this is actually, and you got one of the frost giants goes to the school. It's pretty cute. This is a pretty cute book. I'll take a Kylo Ren, says Callie. I've never read any Star Wars comic, but I'll give it a go. There are a bunch of great Star Wars comic books. Most recently, I've been really enjoying the it's basically Darth Vader Year One by Charles Soule with Giuseppe Camuncoli on the artwork, and it is so good. I'm really enjoying it. It starts with the scene on episode 3 where he wakes up inside the Vader costume and he goes, "No!" That terrible scene. That's where the series starts, and then it sort of takes you through his first bunch of months as Darth Vader and tracking down some of the Jedi that are still around, and then you find out how the red lightsaber, like how the Sith lightsabers are created and why they're different than a regular Jedi lightsaber. And it's really good. I was really surprised at how much I was enjoying that. All right, Kylo Ren for Callie. Boom, done, did it. Also, there was a previous Darth Vader series, and that's where they introduced Dr. Aphra, the Asian woman that I just showed you the issue for. She is kind of kidnapped by Darth Vader to do his bidding, and she's so snarky, and she's a what's Indiana Jones? His job is a what's the word I'm looking for? Where he digs up bones. He's help me out here. I can't remember the word. Anthropologist? Is that what I want to say? She's basically an anthropologist, if that's the correct word. My brain's not working. And she's so snarky, and she knows that Darth Vader will murder her whenever he's done with her. So she gives no Fs. She just has so much sass, and I like her. Archaeologist! Ha-ha! And thank you. She's an archaeologist. She's like an Indiana Jones in the Star Wars universe. She's awesome. I love her. Anyway, sorry. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends number 25. Heroes in a Half Shell. You know who they are. TMNT. 2 copies of that. I hope you stick around because I got some cool stuff that's not comic books to show you in just a minute. Gravedigger. Sure. That Texas Blood. I got another printing of number 1 for That Texas Blood. If you like crime, this is a good crime book with a little bit of something extra in it that I won't tell you about because I don't want to spoil it. That Texas Blood. Also, good name. Oops. Oh, I've been putting stuff on the wrong piles. Strange. Turtles. Sonic. What have I done? There we go. Usagi Yojimbo number 10. He's finally getting his own cartoon by Stan Sakai. Stan has been doing Usagi Yojimbo single-handedly for decades, and he's finally getting his own come up. He's been around so long that he had an action figure in back in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line. And he's just now getting his due. Wicked Things, number 3, from the same creators, and it's part of the same universe as Giant Days. So if you enjoy that, this is an offshoot of Giant Days. All right, we're winding down. Wolverine, number 3, by Ben Percy and one of the Kuberts, either Adam or the other one. Adam Kubert. Adam and Andy. That's their names. But this one's Adam. And we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 copies of Wolverine. Boop. Wicked Things is adorable, says Callie Grace. I like Giant Days, but I've only read the first trade paperback of Giant Days. And so I have to catch up on that. And then I don't really know who this character is for Wicked Things. Wind, number 2, by James Tinian. It is a queer, all-ages book. Fantasy. Queer, fantasy, all ages. The first one was adorable. There's 2 covers, the regular cover, and then the variant cover, which has no text on it. Justin says, Wolverine 3, if not on my list, please add me. You got it, brother. Where's my list? Oh. Wolvie 3. Justin Agnew. Done. Max Sarin has great art, in my opinion. Callie is talking about Wicked Things. Wind. 3 copies of that. Again, is this Boom? Again, Boom Studio sent me a thank you variant. Again, you're welcome. I'm glad I'm here for you, Boom. And let's see. X-Men Fantastic Four, number 4, by Chip Zdarsky and the Dodsons. The previously mentioned Dodsons, who also draw Adventure Man right now. This has been pretty interesting because normally there are a lot of fabricated reasons for teams to fight, for superheroes to fight, right? But the cool thing about this is that it actually makes sense because of what's happening with John Hickman's X-Men series. They've made a safe haven on Krakoa, the living island of Krakoa, for all mutants to come join them. And they are safe there. They are their own nation state, and they're part of the world, right? They're an accepted part of the world. And one of the Fantastic Four's kids is a mutant. And, well, I think both of them are mutants, right? Valeria and what's his nuts are both mutants. So they come and they say, the X-Men say, hey, you should come live on our island with us because you're a mutant and you're one of us. But the Fantastic Four are like, what are you doing? Like, hey, X-Men, this is our child. He is a child. Please don't try to convince our son to leave home to go live on an island that we have no access or connection to. Thanks. So it's actually pretty interesting. Franklin Richards is his name. I forgot his name. Franklin Richards. And so, yeah, this actually makes sense for these two teams, the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, to be going against each other because they're like, that's our kid. What are you doing? And they're like, oh, well, he's a mutant, so he should be able to make up his own mind. Yeah, but he's also a kid. And we're his parents. The hell out of here. 2, 4, 6, 7. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, wrong pile. There we go. All right. What did I miss? Oh, now it's time for the trade paperbacks. Before we get to the trade paperbacks, I'm going to show you the things that I think are cool. Are you ready? Are you stoked? Are you excited? Oh my God, he's so cute. Look at him. Look at the baby. Look at the baby boy. Oh my God. So the Mandalorian, the child, talking plush. Not only does he have, you can hardly see it, right? But there's his little frog. If you remember the scene where he the Mandalorian turned his back and he looked back and he had a frog in his mouth. But also, it's hard to see in there, is his cup of broth, his soup cup. The meme where everyone is like talking about drinking tea, and it's just him drinking his broth. He comes with his broth. Look how, I don't know if you can hear him. He also makes sounds. How do I make him? Oh. So anyway, I got 2, 4. I only have 6 of these. Now he's small. I assumed, if you remember the one I showed you before was like life-sized. I thought these were also going to be life-sized. Although I would have gotten one of the bigger ones for myself, and I was like, oh, that's okay. I'll sell those, and I'll get one of the talking ones because they're the same size, but they also talk, and he's got his little soup ladle thing. They are smaller, but just as adorable. I'm going to, look at, how do you resist him? Sam says, OMG, adorable. LOL, are those like generic baby noises? I think. Yes, they are. But I mean, he doesn't talk. What do you want from him? Also, them. I don't even know. It's the child. We don't even know if it's a him, do we? So anyway, I got a bunch of those in, and I think they're super cute. And then, oh God. Can you see him? It's Godzilla. Oh, there's so much. There he is. He's on fire. He's engulfed in flames. Oh, you know why? Because I think he's splashing around in lava. The floor is lava. And so is Godzilla. Oh my God, that's a big boy. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so I got one of Godzilla called Zira. Where are you, Godzilla? Why aren't you under Godzilla? What are you under? What the hell? I need to mark it off my list, but I don't see it on my list. Oh, San Diego Comic-Con 2020 Godzilla Gallery Burning Godzilla PVC statue. There we go. Got one. And then Star Wars Mandalorian, the child talking plush, 2 count. 2, 4, 6. Got him. Strange Academy #1. We did that one. All right, now I guess it's time for the trade paperbacks. Wow, splashing around in lava. You're jealous, aren't you? All right. Trade paperbacks. Here we go. Snowpiercer 2 and 3, The Explorers, and Terminus. They're doing nice soft covers now. Originally, they were all hard covers. Also, we did this for book club several years ago. Black Sat has been out of print. It is now back in print on a nice, big, thick, soft cover. And it's got several of the storylines in here. Think Idris Elba if he was a detective cat. Very good. Highly recommend Black Sad. Got one of those. When Gods Walk the Earth, The Eternals by Jack the King Kirby. The movie is going to be coming out eventually, whenever movies start coming out again. And so if you don't know who the Eternals are, it's these guys. So I thought it would behoove me to have some Eternals in stock in case the movie ever happens, starring Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, I think. I forget who's in it. Safe Sex, SFSX, Safe Sex, Volume 1, the trade paperback is out. And this is kind of like the, what was it with the Depression Session? What is the name of that show? Starring Elizabeth Moss. The Handmaid's Tale. This is basically sort of The Handmaid's Tale, except the people involved run a sex dungeon. Wolverine. Ooh, Wolverine Weapon X by Barry Windsor Smith. The original miniseries by Barry Windsor Smith, which showed part of the origin of Wolverine when he was first part of the Weapon X program, or the Weapon 10 program in Canada, which made him who he is. Venom, Volume 4 by Donny Cates is out. I got 2 copies of that. This series has been fantastic, as is everything Donny Cates does. Green Lantern by Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp, The Day the Stars Fell. So Volume 2 of the Green Lantern series. Oh, this is damaged. Oh, that hurts. Look at that. All right, this is a damaged copy, so we're going to put that over here. Also, the final collection for East of West is out this week. East of West, Volume 10, wrapping up the entire series. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 copies of that. Raiders by Crom and Daniel Friedman. I don't know what this is, but it looked cool. Markin and Marin, inseparable brothers, are dungeon raiders in a land ruled by corrupt royals and filled with fantastic danger. But just as Markin decides it's time to hang up the sword and give up the raiding life, both brothers find themselves at the wrong end of the powers that be and stumble upon a secret that may unravel the entire system. Flash, United They Fall collection. This is a collection of the digital first DC books from Gail Simone and Clayton Henry, which I highly recommend. Even though I'm not a fan of Barry Allen, this one is good. Also, Spider-Man 2099 compendium. Part of the recent 2099 series that happened from Marvel. Also, X-Force Volume 1, which collects the first 6 issues of X-Force by Benjamin Percy. This has been a fun series. If you're enjoying the John Hickman X-Men series, this is one of the good ones. I like this one. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Beyond the Grid trade paperback, which everyone tells me was dope as hell, by Marguerite Bennett and Simone DeMeo. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers by Jason Aaron. Volume 6 is out. This has been awesome too. Again, Jason Aaron, so obviously it's great. Hellboy and the BPRD, The Beast of Vargu and Others. Hellboy and the BPRD. Again, great art. Mike Mignola always picks good artists for his Hellboy books. Adam Hughes, Duncan Fegredo, Ben Stenbeck. Awesome. Oh, another free comic book day. You have many people reading East of West, says Anthony. I have 11 copies of the trade paperback. So yes. Free comic book day, Spider-Man #1 by Donnie Cates. What is this? Why is this by Donnie Cates? Is it because Venom's involved? What's happening? Ooh, what is this? You got Black Cat. You got Vulture. Oh, by Jed McKay and Patrick Gleason. Oh, I see. There's a couple different stories. And then stuff that catches you up on what's going on with Venom and Absolute Carnage. So yeah, free comic book day Spider-Man issue, of which I have 40 copies of that. The last two things are Adventure Time Princess Bubblegum trade paperback. Bacon pancake, making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes. Also by Sweeney Boo, Eat and Love Yourself, which I believe is probably for Callie Grace. That's it. Them's the stuffs. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I guess that's it. Unless anyone has any questions or needs me to put anything aside for them. Noel and I are going to be live streaming a little later today. I'm not sure exactly what time. And we're going to be talking about the Batman issue and the Batgirl issue that both come out tomorrow as part of Joker War. Because we already read them and we're going to talk about them, but we're not going to spoil it. We're just going to give our thoughts. So join us for that. We'll be live streaming and you guys can chat with us there, ask us questions, blah, blah, blah. It is for me, says Callie Grace. Great. Great show. Thanks. Always fun. Thank you, Samuel David. I wish there was a way to like hear you guys. That'd be fun. I wish you guys could just like yell out questions. Sweeney Boo is my jam. It's pretty cute looking. Mindy is a young woman living with an eating disorder and trapped in a battle for her own self-worth. When she accidentally discovers something that will give her a chance to revisit her past, the relationship she's lost, the mistakes she's made, all of it, she thinks she has a chance to undo every wrong turn to put her life back on track. But will she be able to find a way back to her present and, just as important, a way to treat herself with love and kindness at any size? Join the incredibly talented writer and artist Sweeney Boo on a journey of self-discovery, self-acceptance, and just a bit of magic. From Boombox. Boop. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love that you come hang out with me. Hit me up if you need anything. I'll talk at you later. Bye.